Hello, beautiful hearts. How are you feeling? I'm going to start this video with a channeled message that came through yesterday on the eclipse. What was written cannot be undone, for it is the eye within the eye that all shall see the sun. And then I put SUNSON. For the waters may rise and the skies turn gray, but the heart of many will lead the way. Do not worry to the ones who call them the light, the warriors of light, for the tides have come and the heavenly kingdom shall shine through the night. Blessed is thee for those who have found the key. There will be many that lead this harmony. I was also shown this, the different arcs, but what I was shown through this is a stargate. And I was shown the emerald. There's an emerald in the earth, and the energetic signature and frequency around it. I was also shown the waters, and I don't know if you guys remember this painting that I brought through, I don't know, maybe a few months ago. And my girlfriend had said, "Is that the Red Sea?" I never really thought anything of it. And then it started making sense when this message came through. Because as I was taken through this journey, I then became submersed in water. I found myself under the water, then being connected under the earth through this stargate and connecting into different parts under the earth going into Egypt, etc. So I find this very interesting because I feel like there is a lot of clearing and reactivation that's happening within the inner earth body and the stargates. Now, another thing that I wanted to share with you, I wrote down, destiny has arrived. Yesterday was a blood moon, and I had heard very clearly March 3rd, 333, divine harmony, the Trinity within the heart and mind, harmony, wisdom, Father, Son, Holy Spirit, whatever your belief is, okay? But this was also the activation within the heart. This is, and I shared a little bit about this on my Instagram, the rise of the feminine or the return of Christ consciousness, the Sophia Christ, the God Goddess energy that is returning and restoring to the earth. I find it really interesting because I was also shown a purification through the bloodlines, and I wrote down purity within every woman, purity within every child, purity restores within the bloodlines. And this represents the purity within the woman. So it's kind of interesting because this is all about purification. I need you to read between the lines here, okay? This is all about purification within all that has not been sacred. So, with everything coming up and everything that has happened to women and children through these lines and sacrifice that has happened through these lines, what I was understanding is this is also the purification and restoring of the divine template, the union within self, the union within the body, and the purification within um, the bloodlines. So, very interesting. I did a little bit of light language there as well. Um, Gosh, I have so many sheets, guys. Destiny has arrived. Jacob's ladder. What is destined will be. So there's different symbologies with Jacob's ladder, but you can look at it as heaven and earth. It's also, the virtues within self, the virtues within collective consciousness. And I know there's no such thing as time, but there's definitely such thing as different worlds, worlds within worlds, and frequencies and frequencies. Bless me. So if you look at the different frequencies or the different worlds within worlds within worlds, we are very much doing a collective purging and recalibration within the self. So, um, moving forward, we're really going to, and I've been saying this, we're just getting started. So, the universal love, the universal wisdom, and the purity of self. How can we find this amongst the chaos? Because it's very easy to slip into a narrative. And I think it's really important that we cannot help others. We cannot be the light or shine this wisdom if our cup is empty. We can watch it and feed into that fear, or we can witness it, we can observe it, and we can send love or healing or guidance towards where it needs to be sent. Another thing that I saw very clearly, and I think I mentioned this in other posts, that there is going to be information that's going to come forth. I've been saying this for a while, but I really feel it's close. I say that, but it's hard to really predict when. But there will be ancient artifacts or things revealed within the ocean beds. I'm definitely getting there's some things coming up in Alaska. Um, there's also a lot of activity in the oceans, in the Indian Ocean. And I'm also hearing the sounds and sights of the whales and dolphins. Um, I definitely feel like, I mean, I don't want to sound like a broken record. We know that the waters may rise, as the channel had said, the waters may rise and the skies may turn, um, as more is realized. But I very much do feel that we are being protected, that there is just like this drawing, this higher arc, and the eye within the eye, this higher arc of um, angels or whatever you want to believe. But I believe in, clearly, I believe in angels and high frequency beings. And I very much do feel like there is the accompaniment there. So, as well as I feel like many of us are doing extra work in dream time. Because even though our physical body, we may go to sleep, our soul is traveling around. So expect that, you could have a lot of vivid dreams, sleepless nights, Um, you could really almost, again, I say this anxiety because I feel like what's required of us right now is grounding, is nourishment, is deep listening, is compassion, is support. And that's why that message came through of the 333, wisdom, power, purity, the power or our divine will, our divine sovereignty, right? What feels right in your heart, the divine wisdom, the wisdom within self, the wisdom within the mind, and the knowledge to know what is right, what is wrong, like the virtues, right? The virtues of self. And whether you're religious or not, this isn't about religion, actually. Well, it is about religion, but this is about your moral compass. What's right for you? What feels right for you? Because this is about personal. This is about, how do I want to put this? Lighting the flame within your heart. Personal power in motion, focusing on that sacred fire, your Shakti, becoming one with Source, God, Buddha, whatever your belief, having that as part of, as a direct communication or download. This is your higher self speaking through you, becoming that embodiment of, and this is going to guide us and move us forward. So it's, again, it's really important we have an opportunity, um, as the pendulum moves from left to right, to find that center, to find that balance, to find that peace. And an affirmation that you could say is, peace within me, peace surrounds me, peace above me, peace below me, peace to the right, peace to the left. I am this peace, right? And the more that you emanate this, the more that you can share that. Because I wrote on my Instagram, you cannot give from an empty cup, or the chalice, right? You are the chalice. And especially with this energy right now, a lot of us are overstimulated, and not to mention all the other stuff that I talked about before in previous channels about just being online all the time. We need to have a digital detox. We need to step away from artificial intelligence, from our computers, and we need to go back to the natural simplicity of things. And, even if you have 5, 10 minutes, you have 5, 10 minutes. Make that time. If you have longer, wonderful. Set a set time before you get up, light a candle, write, create a sacred ritual for you to commune with self, to connect with the power that is within, to connect with the wisdom and the universal intelligence that is available to you, and be open to receive this wisdom. And when you allow this, you connect to love, and then you begin to understand this love and this interconnectedness with all. I really feel like a lot of people are going to, as more hearts crack open, this ripple of compassion um, will ignite. And it's easy to cast judgment against these virtues, right? This is the ladder. This is about, what are your virtues? And also, too, um, just really, really watch what words, I'm hearing the tongue, um, exit. Because again, all is being taken. All is being taken care of, okay? There is a higher order here. As I wrote, destiny has arrived. What is destined will be. And I'm just going to read this again. Well, not all of it, but do not worry the ones who call them the warriors of light, for the tides have come, and the heavenly kingdom shall shine through the night. What was written cannot be undone, for it is the eye within the eye that all shall see the sun. This is seeing through the illusion into the purity of the original template. Whatever your belief is, this is going back to the beginning, into the purity of the union itself. This is a very, whether you want to look at it as a biblical time right now or a revolutionary time, whatever you want to call it, color it as you will. But we will continue to move through this purification process within the self and within the lands. Now, before I end this video, I want to share some places that I feel may have some ripple effects. I'm not going to go into some of the visualizations that I was seeing. I'm leaving that for another one. But what I did here is, oh yes, I wrote down digital detox, focusing on being present, the power of now. This is, oh yeah, purity and magic. Okay, so some places, Alaska, underwater discoveries, I mentioned that, Beijing, North Korea, Japan, Hong Kong, Miami, Florida. Some things are going to be happening in Australia. I do feel like there could be, I don't want to say, maybe I won't say, oh, yeah, I do feel like there's going to be more that will escalate where in the Middle East, as well as China, North Korea, Japan, so on and so forth. So we'll see what takes place there. But again, I will be doing a vision of those things on a separate video. Thank you so much for being here. Sending you so much love. And remember, focus on being present. Focus on the power of now, the power of your breath. You can use that affirmation, I am peace, or you can use I am love, I am peace, peace within me, peace around me, peace above me, peace below me, right? Peace to the left, peace to the right. And remember the purity within the self and the magic that you hold within you. Love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.